Viral courtroom moments from famous internet Texas judge.
Don't play Helen Keller. You've got that smirk on you. And I'm going to tell you now, it's not going to go well if you try to play with me. Once you plead
Okay.
guilty, you can never undo this. This isn't like Target where you don't like it, you can just return it. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You cannot take it off after that. Don't
Right.
ever rely on a man. Men are just, some men are good, some men are not very good.
You may not know his name, but you've probably seen his courtroom
Facts.
videos all online. He is a no-nonsense judge who just might have a heart of gold. Judge David Fleischer's responses to some of the defendants he sees, suspected of everything from drunk driving to shoplifting, have won him some serious fans. We're going to take a look at some viral moments from his recent court hearings. Welcome to Sidebar,
Fletcher.
presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Judge David Fleischer is a judge in Harris County, Texas's Criminal Court of Law Number 5, a court dealing with misdemeanor crimes. His court hearings are often streamed live so viewers can drop in and listen to what's happening, and often what you'll see are defendants being brought in to get updates on their case or
So he
bond
just has
conditions and things like
a
that.
bunch of live
Judge
court
David Fleischer
hearings.
won his seat in 2018. He assumed the bench on January 1st, 2019.
I got to speed this up.
Since then, he's been reelected once, with his current term set to end in December of 2026. But over the past few months, the judge's comments to the defendants he sees in his courtroom, some of them time and time again.
What do we owe the honor of El Famoso Arnold Logan?
No, Judge.
I mean, really.
You're the famous one.
No, it's you.
My son sends me videos of you from Chicago.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
Really?
No, I had a person reach out to us from Israel yesterday. I was like, wow. Crazy,
Famous
huh?
guy.
You're famous.
No, whatever. I'm going to put a GPS monitor on you, and I'm forbidding you
What?
from going to any store that you have a prior contact with in a theft case. Do you understand? And if I find that you have any contact with any of these stores, I'm going to make your bond so high your teeth are going to fall out. Do you understand?
Oh, wow.
Catch and release days are over. No more catch and release. We are going to get to the bottom of why this continues to happen.
Okay, I
You
like
need to
that.
start working. You have way too much time on your hands, and you are the epitome of self-destructive behavior. You need something to do with your life, Mr. Waters. You need to get a job. So
Okay.
this is what we're going to do. And we have a fair
Judge
job
talking,
fair
not
that's coming
talk.
up. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Upon the traffic stop, I found out that it was suspended.
I want to impart something to you, that I am making it a bond condition for you now, that you're not to drive any vehicle for any reason. I don't care what your reason is. If I find that you drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. I don't care if
Wow.
there's a burning building or Mother Teresa needs to go to church. You get into a car and drive, there's going to be HE double hockey sticks to pay. Do you understand?
And while the
Okay.
judge certainly is
This judge, HE double hockey sticks. What the HE double hockey sticks? Hey, Judge LeGrafty.
over the top, but Judge Fleischer has said previously in an interview that he wants to help the people who move through his court. Sometimes that can take some creativity. An example of that was back on October 7th,
Fair.
when the judge admonished a defendant for multiple bond violations, but later let the defendant's attorney
Multiple
know
bond.
that he would do what he could to help him out.
We were in here the other day and you were acting like it's all little bunnies jumping in the woods, all happy-go-lucky, knowing full well that you had a ton of bond violations.
This judge actually be sounding aggressive. Like he feel passionate about what he doing and about these people.
You were to have a curfew from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
No way.
4:30 in the morning,
Lock up. He ain't serious.
7, 8,
He is not
9,
serious.
10, 11, 12, 13
What?
different violations where you were going out in the middle of the night.
No way.
Guess what happens? Or do you have any response?
Your Honor, I've spoken to the family. I've spoken to Mr. Chairman, I recommended that he get started with some therapy,
Yeah, I'm gonna help you get started with that therapy right now. Guess what happens?
Uh-oh.
Guess.
Uh-oh.
He goes with you. Yeah, we'll get started real quick.
All right.
We'll talk. I don't know. He'll pop up in tomorrow's doctor. We can talk again. But he's out at 4:30 in the morning, 1 in the morning. It's unacceptable. Didn't get it. So,
Fox. I like that.
his bond
Next
$100.
case. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, you know what's about to happen? Because you think this a game. Lock up. Go take him. Take him out my presence. Carry him from round me. All right, Judge. I like that. And the lawyer can't even defend that. Because 13? Come on, bro. That's blatant disrespect. You can't even explain that.
Now I'll make it a 5,001. If they have issues making it, just let me know. We can talk. But I mean, I can't just let him go. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. How far along are you?
5 months.
Oh, is she pregnant? Oh, yeah.
She's consuming alcohol while she's while pregnant.
Whoa.
Oh,
You're 5 months pregnant. You have positive alcohol usage on August 3rd.
no.
Am I reading Mandarin? I mean,
No way.
Right?
That's according to
No
the
way.
device. Yes, sir.
the device says that you're drinking.
That was hand sanitizer at my job, which I
Whoa, 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 whoa. So based on that right there, there's hand sanitizer at my job. But that's supposed to, how is that even anywhere remotely relevant to you drinking alcohol? So you telling me you was drink hand sanitizer at your job? Even so, you still pregnant. Why you doing that? And who the hell is even doing? Yo,
emailed my probation officer that day. It's not alcohol. That's why they took me out the register and put me on the floor to where I won't be around anything that consume alcohol, which is the hand sanitizer at my job. And I let my probation officer know.
Sanitizer dissipates in a matter of a second. Once you put it on and you're done like this, it dissipates in a matter of seconds.
But they write
No.
down all the registers and stuff. I have not consumed any alcohol at all.
so she trying to tell this, I guess, what she believed, not so smart judge, that because she consumed hand sanitizer, because she uses the hand sanitizer at work, that's why it show up in her blood that she's drunk. Now that's a skill. Now she gifted. For her to even come up with that.
This report says not only does this report say that you're consuming alcohol, you have excessive
Bumble-clad
skips while
psycho.
you're on probation as well.
No way she's serious.
You
Sorry, what did he
not only
say?
does
I
this
can't
report
even
say
believe
it
this. I
dissipates in a
cannot
matter of
believe this.
seconds.
But they write down all the registers and stuff. I have not consumed any alcohol at all.
What this report says, not only does this report say that you're consuming alcohol, you have excessive skips while you're on probation as well.
What skips?
You
Wow. More paper?
hold on a second. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
So April 4th, skip test. April 16th, skip test. April 18th, skip test. April 24th, skip test. April 25th, skip test. April 29th, May 2nd, May 15th, May 19th, May 22nd, June 2nd, June 4th, June 8th, June 9th, June 3rd.
Lock up. Lock the frick up. The disrespect. That's literally the whole month and a half, because he already in June. These people ain't serious at all.
13th, June 16th, June 23rd, June 25th, June 26th, June 30th,
She skipped
July
every...
2nd, 5th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 15th,
What
16th,
the...
18th, and it goes on and it goes on as the day is long.
I was here on the
Wow.
11th. I seen you on the 11th. We had court. And I said, I work in.
Okay. Accountability is gone. Clearly. She literally arguing about one date. This honorable judge just mentioned 3, 4 months of skip days, and she could sit there and argue one day. This is unbelievable. This,
The register, and I
wow,
explained to my manager that I had to step away from the register to blow into my device. So as soon
no
as they
way.
understood that I'm on a case to where I had to step away from the register, then they had allowed to me because I have 3 hours of window to blow into my device. So I had got that handled, which I told my probation officer as well.
We have clinicians that evaluate
No
you to
way.
determine what the best course of action going forward on this probation is. They've deemed, after doing all their research, that the best way moving forward is to put you into a residential treatment program.
Yeah,
I like to follow the advice of the clinicians because they know what they're talking about. Not only, are they saying this, but you're also providing us with evidence as to why it's a good idea. You're
right.
saying you're not consuming, but I have concrete evidence that you are, and I have dozens of skip tests when you're not supposed to be skipping.
What
I
day
know.
was they said I consume alcohol? Because that's the day that I emailed my lawyer that day and I was at work.
It's not a negotiation. That's what they're recommending, and I think that it's a good idea. You have taken off on me 3
That's,
different
hold on.
times, Mr.
Wait. Sorry. Let's get back to her. So you mean to tell me she got to go in some type of home or some type of treatment place? She can't go to jail? Or he just trying to be lenient on her? Lenient. Man, she really disrespectful to on so many levels. And she got to, man.
Negotiation. I'm just that's what they're recommending, and I think that it's a good idea. You
She need
have
to get
taken off on
serious.
me 3 different times, Mr. Osborne. If you think that we are going to give you a PR bond,
Huh.
you are charged with assault bodily injury. You're facing a year in jail. You
Uh-oh.
had an offer in this case where they were going to dismiss this case, and you
What?
have repeatedly taken off, not once, not twice, but thrice.
Yeah. He had a chance to be free. The level of dunce. The level of moron. Anyhow.
I am not going to give you a PR bond, and we are taking you into custody now. Your bond
Lock
is
up.
now set at 10,003 because of all the times that you have taken off. And I get that you're in high school, but the problem is that you have
High
already
school?
taken off 3 times. If I let you go now, what does that tell you? What?
High school?
It tells you that it's okay for you to do what you're doing and not to hold you accountable. And that's not what we do here. You need to understand that courts are here for a reason. We do court orders for a reason. And when you fail to comply, when you fail to show, there are real world consequences. And I don't know if you have anyone that's going to bond you out. If not, you will be stuck like Chuck with me until this thing is over. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm not into this pleading guilty, time served just to get out, just to ruin your life. I'm not going to let you do that. Guys, I'm not out for blood. But I want him to understand that we mean business. If he is unable to make a bond by tomorrow, then we can talk. And I'm happy to entertain perhaps something tomorrow. I get it that he is in high school, but I want him to understand that we mean business. And if I just let him go now, it's enabling him. And it's not a good thing. But I'm happy
Yo.
perhaps tomorrow, if he's unable to make bond, we can talk about a PR bond tomorrow.
Should we just set it for review for
He's
tomorrow?
going to come back tomorrow regardless because they'll auto-populate.
Okay.
Because that's what happens when we take someone into custody, they auto-populate for the next day. So we can talk about it tomorrow about,
Okay, that's fine.
because I'm not going to let him plead guilty just to get out and just to get a conviction on his record. And I'm happy to do this, but I want him to understand that we mean business and we're not playing games. So if he's still here tomorrow, we can talk about doing a PR bond and we'll let him try that. But I'm going to tell you
Wow.
now, he gets an ankle monitor, curfew, and I'm going to drug test him. And I'm going to be his dad.
Everything.
That's it.
Everything.
All right, thank you.
Yo. This judge. And he know how to do it, Like he know how to be forceful in the front of the people who needs to be forceful, if that making sense. And then you know how to bring it back and then, explain it in a more tender way. This is a cool judge. Man, plenty people could live off this judge, I don't know what to call it, rulings or movements. It's a cool one. I like that. But that boy, he need to learn. He may need to spend a couple of days in the back there, you know?
Sometimes Judge Fleischer appeared to lose patience altogether.
Why do the people of Harris County get to pay for a lawyer for you when you don't do anything? How is that fair? Why you get to sit at home, play Xbox? Well, why do the people of Harris County get to pay for your lawyer? How's that fair? You're able-bodied. There's no reason why you shouldn't be.
The hell is
You
that?
need a job. I'm making it a condition of your bond now that you get a full-time job, and I'm bringing you back in 2 weeks to see what you have done. But as far as what you get to hang out and do nothing all day, and then I have to pay for your lawyer too? Want to back rub too? No.
You want to
I will
back
give
rub?
you an application. I'm going to send it home, and then I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks, and I want to see what you've done to get a job. If you've done nothing, then life's not going to go well. But it's not fair that we all here. I mean, I might as well just give you my wallet now. That's what we're doing.
This judge
All I'm
is
asking you to do is
hilarious.
follow the law, Mr. C-Strong. I don't give out lawyers like it's candy on Halloween, and I expect you to pull your weight. And I don't care if you don't like what I'm telling you, but sometimes in life, someone needs to put you over their knee.
Honestly, is it me or this man seems like he's disinterested, which also makes me feel like he's being disrespectful. Like the head down and looking up to the judge with that type of. First of all, coming to court, people still is coming to court like this. Like back in the day. Well, gee, I sound old saying that shit. But like from what I could remember, going to court, you need to be like buttoned up, you know. But I guess a polo shirt, I don't know. But this guy just looks like he won't go to jail.
And tell you this is how things need to go. And you at 39 need to grow up and pull your weight. Start working.
39?
Don't be a bum.
One of the conditions that Judge
Wow.
David Fleischer tends to set for younger people seen in his courtroom is that they have to have at least taken steps towards getting their high school diploma or GED. That happened in early November when 2 women appeared in his court after allegedly shoplifting from a local Target store.
How old are you, ma'am?
19.
How old are you, ma'am? What do you guys do for a living?
I don't work.
He is thin.
Did you graduate from high school?
Huh?
Did you graduate from high school?
Not yet.
Huh? It's pardon me, sir. Huh? The disrespect.
Not
I
yet.
dropped
You're
out.
19.
I dropped
Start
out.
going to college at 19. What are you doing with yourself now?
I just recently quit my job.
Crickets?
Doing.
My husband didn't want me working anymore.
Hold on. My math saying mathin'. I ain't too sure I hear right, but she ain't finished school. But she talking about husband, and she 19. Am I missing something? This in America, right? People still be getting married that young? All right then.
Rely on your husband for the rest of your life. That's not a good way to go through life, because that husband at some point may not be there. And if he's not there for you, how are you going to eat? How are you going to support yourself? I have a very young daughter. And one of the things that I'm teaching my daughter is never to rely on any man for any reason. That's why you get an education. That's why you go far in life. So you never have to rely on anyone to be able to take care of you. Because if the divorce rate in this country is so high,
Talk that
never
talk.
rely on a man.
Especially at that young age.
You need to do something with your life, and you need to get back into high school, and we're going to make sure that happens. Do you understand? I will appoint your lawyer today, but I want to see what you've done in 2 weeks to get back in high school. If you've done nothing,
Oh yeah.
tell me about yourself.
I recently stopped high school because I just had my baby. But I'm trying to get back into school.
No. Likewise, you will be on the same path as well. And if you've done nothing, same thing. Don't ever rely on a man. Men are some men are
Wow.
good, some men are not very good. but you need to be able to rely on yourself so that you work, have knowledge, because if you don't, you'll go nowhere in life. You'll never have money and you'll always have to rely on a man. Don't.
No.
Be smarter. All right. So if you can appoint lawyers to both of them, and then we will have you sign conditions that you're not allowed to go to Target. And I want to see you both back in 2 weeks to see what you've done to start working on your GED. At a minimum, you cannot go through life without having a high school education.
And by
Right.
the way, anyone showing disrespect toward the judge or other officers of the court, they're called out.
Right.
I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any weapons in your possession. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to drive any vehicle whatsoever for any reason. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. Am I boring you, Mr. Royal? Am I boring you? You're
What is
sitting
it?
there where you're rolling your eyes looking up at the stars like,
No, I'm trying to clock in what you're saying, well, Your Honor. Trying to clock in. I'm listening to everything. I'm trying to listen. I ain't trying to listen.
He trying to be slick. That's what he trying to do. Even this, the way he's standing. All right.
what do you do for a living, Mr. Royal?
Construction work.
Well, like it or not, Judge
Construction.
Fleischer isn't afraid to dole out some advice.
You know, I'll tell you this though, Mr. Foster, you look like you have a lot of arrogance to you. If you put that heart, if you put that arrogance into working really hard, holy moly, you could command the entire world. I know people who started as a freaking dishwasher at Chick-fil-A and they worked their off. Now owns 2 of them.
Okay,
making
Judge.
400 GER a year. That's hundreds of thousands every month that he's raking in because he put his chutzpah into working and his heart into working his off. And
His
now,
what?
dude, he's
Chutzpah?
killing it.
And he also shows genuine concern
What's a
for his
chutzpah?
fellow Texans.
And Judge, I have an agreement with the state where if he completes that drug treatment program with Salvation Army and also gets employment and some residential information, that they'll dismiss the case. And so,
Good job,
A
Tissan.
tall fella.
Great. That's all we're asking you to do, man. Stay clean. That's all. I'm not asking you to split the atom here, you know?
Make
When
progress.
you're clean, good things happen, you know?
I like this judge. He just want people to make progress. Some type of progress. I appreciate that. Once you on your way to being a better citizen in this life or in this community. That's cool.
The other thing is this, is that you've taken off on us.
Oh.
I did, sir. I didn't have a way. Judge, can I explain that?
Sure.
Judge, he was in Tomball at the time. He had no transportation, and he had, isn't that right? Mr.
Yeah, I
Gilbert?
was homeless.
So today he walked from Salvation Army to here to
Oh, that's
for court,
crazy.
but he just had no transportation. Judge, he let me know that before court that he couldn't get over here.
Yeah. There's no
Why are you
excuse.
homeless?
Man, I screwed my life up. I had 3.5 years clean and sober, and I got.
All of a sudden you boom homeless? That doesn't happen.
No, I left the place up. My friends I was staying with, they were back on drugs, and we got into a big argument and fight. And
What do you have in your life now?
I have my family. We're just being. I know I was on drugs. My family doesn't accept that.
Good, as they shouldn't.
Exactly.
Right.
I don't want someone who's in my house all doped up. They're just, you know, when you're in a state like that, you're very vulnerable, right? You get angrier quicker. You have no patience. And the people who suffer the most are everyone around you. when
Around,
you're
yep.
using. And it's not fair. And it's not fair for them to have to live with that kind of fear. Oh my God, is he using? What's going to
This-
happen today? Is he going to
This judge need to have a second job as a therapist or some type of guidance counselor or something.
beat me up? Is he going to? No one wants to live like that. So it's only natural. You know what I mean?
I chose to be homeless in the sense I pushed away from them.
Yes, of course.
I still have my family, thankful.
Let's just give a cheer to the self accountability in the sky. I appreciate that.
Now, since I did have clean and sober,
Need to cut the fan on.
I got them back in my life and I pushed away. So there's
Where are you
still,
living now?
I know I'm at the Salvation Army.
Why don't you go back home?
I want to finish this program. I want to get it right this time.
It's a 6-month inpatient drug treatment at the Salvation Army, Judge, and then he's planning to do a transitional living.
Yeah,
after that.
to make sure I get it right again, because I did it before and I had 3 years clean and sober, and I got injured at work.
By the way, Judge Fleischer has campaigned previously on bail reform and the push to stop crimes before they happen and before
Right.
defendants end up in his courtroom in the first place. And you know what? He isn't afraid to call out the other side, too. He isn't afraid to call out police. In fact, in a recent situation, here's an example.
All right.
You had
I
this
like
young
that.
black defendant, Udarius Blake, who was brought into his courtroom for possession of marijuana. But when the description of the facts were laid out that Blake had allegedly been jaywalking when police said they smelled marijuana and then stopped him and arrested him,
Jaywalking.
Judge Fleischer was like,
People are still playing with
he said there was
jaywalking.
no probable cause. And he even remarked that this was a case of walking while black. He actually said that. Dismissed the case, told Blake to be careful, that the world is against you. And he said,
I feel like
"Please
I
do
remember
something with
this,
your life."
or remember hearing this,
Yeah.
or seeing this.
Now look, if Judge Fleischer keeps it up, we're probably going to have to do a second episode of this because he is one of the more
All right, cool judge. Yeah, that's a nice judge.